Welcome to episode 9 of The Brown Couch. I'm your host, Smith.
I'm Zell.
Today's episode, we're going to start off by reading some negative comments that we got on a couple of our videos. I thought they were funny. They aren't really funny, but they almost got to me a little bit. That's what I'm not going to lie.
Oh my god.
But this one is on the pyramid video a long time ago that we posted. It says, "Go back to your day job." Bitch, this is my day job. You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to do? I'm doing what I love, okay? Fuck off.
Oh, that's aggressive.
Also, I was gonna reply to this guy. I was like, "Your mama raised you right." You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just going around bringing people down, who's following their dreams and shit.
Hey.
What did you think about it?
I would say, just keep it coming. I want to be roasted, honey. Don't even come for his employment. Like, come for mine. What should I be doing instead of this?
Yeah, you guys get roasted. Honestly, I need to get better at taking criticism. So
Yeah,
keep 'em down.
he's bothered.
I mean, I'm not bothered. It's just like, I'm already putting in so much work in this, and I already doubt myself. Like, am I even doing the right thing, But
Passionate.
yeah, I mean, I like this that we're having the conversation. It's the editing part that's a fucking bitch,
Yeah.
But during the editing part was where I doubt myself in this podcast. I'm like, fuck, this is a lot of work, and like we barely see any views and shit, But I'm not. At the end of the day, I'm not worried about the views, but I definitely want our work to be seen, But I don't know. It's just when I put in all this work and then I just see a comment that's just already putting more weight on my doubts, So, but I can forget about it too.
I mean, it's a normal thing to happen if you're putting yourself out into the world with billions of people. Somebody's gonna have an opinion.
Right.
Just don't let it get to you.
Right. That's true. And that's also that's something I'm worried about with like this business that I started, the media company I started, because I put it out in the world that I quit my full-time job, and like I'm pursuing this shit. I'm putting content out. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, And like people know that I'm pursuing this business, and like it's gonna be interesting to see how it goes. Like, cause everything I'm doing is like in people's eyes, Like people are seeing what I'm doing. So if I fail, they'll see that, Like. And I don't know. I mean, I don't really care what happens, but it just feels like sometimes when you start a business, like if you started like a brick and mortar business, that's different. I feel like compared to like a business on social media, you're like in everybody's eyes,
Mm-hmm.
But
It's all part of the risk.
yeah,
So
big risk, big reward, I guess. But I'm not really trying to be like an influencer or nothing like that. I just want to put my work out there, and I want to be hired for the work I do, Media company wise. But this podcast is just something like I enjoy talking to you. You're saying, and I feel like we have pretty unique views in the world. And I just want the world to see our conversation.
not the world.
Anyways, let's move on to the next comment. Another comment was, delete this entire account, little bros. Ain't no one laughing at this. I thought that was funny. That was on the Iron Dome video. I thought that video was pretty smart, bro. Okay.
Listen. Wait, did you call it smart when I thought we were?
Oh, you thought we were
in a bubble?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're like, are we gonna sit in the cauldron or something?
Okay, but to be fair, he called me little, so I do feel dainty sometimes. Yeah.
Man. Anyways, yeah, keep them coming. We're here for it. We're not gonna reply to you, but we'll take it and we'll process it.
I'll take it all.
Anyways, let's move on to some topics we have. One of the topics we have is racism outside of the United States. I feel like there's racism in America, okay? But like if you go outside of America, there's way more racism. And like it's insane. Like people are hating towards their own people, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, I've seen it in India, it's like light skinned Indians, is that what you call it? Like lighter, you know what I'm saying? Lighter skinned Indians will like be hating towards like darker skinned Indians, or like they would like look down or some shit. I'm sure it's gotten better now, but that was a thing back then. I don't know if it still is. And then I guess like Hindus being like, I guess that's more religious shit, right?
Yeah.
Um, I'm sure this happens in other countries too, where like they're they just don't like their neighbor might look the same, but like same as them, but they still fucking hate them.
I find it interesting that like no matter where you are, it could also like be the shades of your skin. Like for example, like South Korea, the beauty standards is like your skin has to be basically translucent. Like you're more pretty lighter than you are darker. And so like at least back when I was younger and I was kind of like dabbling into that,
Well, that's still the thing, isn't it, out there? Like in Asian countries,
yeah, like you have to have like skin as white as snow.
no beard or nothing, right? You can't have beard or hair on your face.
I'm not sure about that, but
Because I see a lot of anime folks that are like clean shaven always, right?
mm.
Not did I just say anime? I meant to say K-pop. Sorry.
Oh, now who's the racist?
Racist.
Oh,
I just mixed my cultures, bro.
heavens!
But what do you have you noticed in any other countries? Like a lot of stuff like that happening?
Uh,
I guess there's always been a thing between white and black people, right? No matter which country you go to.
yeah, I mean, it's really just like the shade of your skin.
Yeah.
You could be just tan and it not be up to the beauty standards of the majority of wherever you are.
And it's insane because like you're in the same country, you're citizen, you're born here. It's just one might be born near the equator
Mm-hmm.
and one very far from the equator, you know.
Yeah.
So
Something I also found interesting was like when Spanish speaking people like hate other Spanish speaking people.
because they have different dialects, right?
I think
I
so.
think I've heard that. Yeah.
Like like Puerto Ricans and Mexicans.
Right.
Like there was at least back in. I'm also
Shit,
talking
that
about
is
like
true.
just things I've heard when
Yeah.
I've grown
I think
up
that's
meeting.
still a thing because like I feel like a lot of Americans just confuse a lot of South Americans or like Latino folks, right? They just call them one thing, like Mexican or something.
Yeah,
And
that's
that
true.
probably like annoys everybody else, the rest of South America. They're like,
Yeah.
we're not Mexican.
Yeah, and then like some Spanish speaking people that I've met, like they're just like I'm not Latino,
Mm.
and I'm like, well then,
What's the
I'm
difference?
sorry. That's what I learned
Okay.
in this very closed-minded world.
Right. And it's hard to tell, bro. I'm not supposed to fucking know. You gotta tell me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Until you tell me, I'm just gonna have to assume. Yeah, you remember that one guy that we used to work at Lindy's? I forgot his name, but
Workwear.
doesn't matter. Who the fuck cares? But you remember that one guy that we used to work at Lindy's with? He was like, he would ask you like, where are you from? And you would be like, oh, I'm from the East Coast. It's like, no, where are you from? You remember
was
that guy?
that?
I forgot his name, but
Was
he
he
had like,
white?
yeah, but he had like crooked glasses and shit. I forgot.
Did he have that dumb mustache?
I can't remember a lot of that. I just remember a little bit.
Glasses.
His face, but I tried to be nice to him. You know, I just thought he was ignorant a little bit, but everybody else was like, everybody else noticed it too. You know, they were like, but where are you from? Just because you were brown, you know what I'm saying?
But like,
He'd be
where are your parents
yeah,
from?
he'll be like, where are you actually from? It's like, South Africa, Nigeria? I'm like, shit. What you want me to say?
Yeah.
Your grandparents brought me here?
Yeah. Thank God.
Goodness, dude.
I'm from the ancient Mayan. Let's talk about pets. I don't have any, and I'm jealous that you have a cat. So I'm thinking about maybe having a turtle, like a big turtle, or a tortoise, like one that you could probably like have an infant like sit on it right around the yard.
One of those endangered ones.
Sorry, I'm having a nephew soon, so like all I've been thinking about is like how I'm gonna raise my brother's kid. Not because I'm going to, but because like, oh my god, he's gonna be my first nephew, so like
Oh, that's exciting.
he can ride around on the tortoise in the yard. Oh,
Or you can buy him a fucking electric car or something. You know, toy
no,
car. You
no.
don't need an
It's
endangered
2023
tortoise.
going on 2024. Nobody lets their kids ride on electric cars anymore. They're getting on the turtle.
An endangered turtle.
Well, I mean, he
Those are
wouldn't
the
be
only ones that
endangered
are
with
that
me.
fucking big.
Oh my goodness.
You said-
I said he wouldn't be endangered if he's with me.
Uh,
I'd be giving him little hand massages,
nah, bro.
feeding him
endangered.
lettuce.
He's endangered, bro. They need to have sex. You can't be separating them.
I don't know. He's probably gonna be like old by the time I adopt it.
Get a tiny one. Put him in a fucking aquarium.
Why? So it can outlive me? Cause let's be real. It's up.
What's up?
Never mind.
It's about time. It's almost time.
Yeah.
Shit.
What made you get Bender? Is he your first animal?
Yeah, man. Bender. I got him a couple months after graduating college. I don't know, just I don't know what it was. Maybe I was probably just lonely, you know, just needed company, and I probably heard that cats have like less responsibility and shit. So I just thought the cat would probably be the right option. Yeah, man, I've had him for 5 years now. I think his birthday was either last week or it's the end of the month. I'm not sure.
Have you done anything for him?
I gave him a lot of love last week. I mean, on the first, but I don't know if it's at the end of the month. But either way, I love him. He knows it. You know what I'm saying? He gets squished every day.
People get very mad when you forget their birthdays.
I can't remember. I gotta look up all the documents.
Oh,
But also, he doesn't fucking know. You know what I'm
Rude.
saying?
rude.
But I'll figure it out. I'll buy him shit. I bought him a new litter box.
That's good.
He needed a new litter box. But nah, man, pets are important. I think dogs are good, but not everybody should get a dog. You know what I'm saying? Especially at our age. Like, if you're not gonna be there to take care of that dog, like, just don't. Like, you're making their life worse. Like, you're trying to be nice by rescuing this dog, but now you're like not even taking care of the dog. You know?
Yeah, I knew somebody. I was house sitting for them, and he had like two little dogs. Like, he would keep them in this tiny little crate, probably like the size of this table, like if it was enclosed. And he just like would never let them out a lot. And he was like, "Yeah, I just got them because my daughter wanted them."
Yeah, that's dumb as shit. A lot of guys get it to impress women. You know, especially at our age, they're like, "Oh, I'll just go to the dog park with the dog." I think that's very dumb.
Do people do that?
Yeah,
I've heard about that.
yeah, people do that, bro. They get it. They literally just get dogs to get like women's attention. It's very fucked up.
To be fair, I
Like,
mean,
they'll convince themselves they're not doing that for that reason, but deep down,
unless you have a very well-behaved dog like our friend does.
we'll rock it.
Yeah,
He's pretty good.
a nice little support dog. I just don't have the patience for a dog. That's why I'm just gonna have
It's a lot of work, bro. Especially in Ohio. Who the fuck is walking a dog 5 o'clock in the morning? Bro, I'll go outside my neighborhood, bro. These motherfuckers are walking the dog 6 o'clock in the morning.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, because I used to go to work at that time. I'm like, and these guys are like walking the dog when there's a foot of snow on the ground. I'm like, oh my god.
That's what time I'm going to bed. I'm like, oh, the sun's coming out. I should probably wrap these video games up.
Man. But that's why you had a different time schedule, right? Because you were worked in the night.
Yeah.
You would stay up at, yeah. But that's different. Don't judge him. He's not just fucking around like that.
Yeah, I do have a life,
Yeah.
and I did not quit my day job. I still have. How do you balance your time, like, with how busy you are? Editing your videos, doing photo shoots, filming this, and also having time for friends and dating and all that stuff.
Yeah, you threw that in there on purpose, you fucker. Nah, but so right now my schedule is I wake up, I go work out, then I come home and just get to working on this, start doing shit. Because I have like a list of shit that I could be doing at any time. It's just, yeah, just pick and choose, but things by priority, and just do it. Um, yeah, I've been trying to get better at things, like make sure I do things and like not just stay up all night stressing and shit. I'm trying to sleep properly because I feel like if you don't sleep well, you get a bunch of fucking diseases.
Diseases?
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit that you don't see, but like you're like nah. Like if you stay up all night, like you already if you let's say you barely sleep at night, you don't have a fixed schedule.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna after a few months you'll see your health degrade.
Mm.
So that's why I've been trying to like all this quitting vices or like slowing down the vices and then sleeping on time and shit like that.
Oh, I'm a little concerned because I'm over here sleeping in my contacts and only sleeping for like 2 hours a night.
You don't do that, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, I only do it like once every few weeks. Not that that makes it any better.
I mean, okay,
But
every once in a while, that's fine.
yeah, because I'm always paranoid to do it, but I'm like, oh my god, I have like an hour and a half before I have to get up and go to work. Let me at least get like an hour and 30, or an hour and 20 minutes in,
Yeah.
and use that last 10 minutes to run out of the door.
Nah, dude. Sleep is important. Get your schedule right, man. But yeah, I just do shit. Like I'm just home all day, so I just have a list and I just knock shit off. Some days I don't do shit. Like I have 1,000 things to do, but I just can't get myself to fucking do shit, because it's just one of those days where you just can't do it. Like I have great discipline, but some days are just not it. Like you can try working on it, but like your mind will fucking just just cause that resistance.
So like relationship wise with like people, do you feel that you are guilty of like not checking up on your friends often, or do you feel like you're missing out a lot because of your schedule?
No, honestly, well, if I'm busy, so the thing with me is, like I said, I'm home all day. So if my friend hits me up, I'll try to like schedule it in the part of my day. So I'll move shit around because like I'm not answering to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'll move my shit around and I'll try to make that time for my friend. But I feel like in your case that might be hard. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't move your fucking work day around. You have to fucking plan ahead, right?
Mm.
So how would you do? What do you end up doing?
Um, I usually save all of the hangouts and stuff like for the weekend because even though my schedule did move up a little bit, getting off at the time that I do, it's still pretty late and would probably be like a waste of money and time if I was like, getting the last little couple hours out of the end of the night and it's like, oh, now I
Yeah.
gotta go to work.
And your friends, dude, they're like, oh, we can't stay up late.
Yeah, we've already been out since like
Yeah.
6 p.m., you know what I mean? So I just try to fit everything in on the weekends, and I think the most stressful part about that is I have a lot of people that I like to see, and that means that I have to kind of like sacrifice certain people's time
Right.
to hang out to see other people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like then I kind of get the backlash of like
Yeah.
not being a good friend or um, maybe I was like talking to somebody, but then got like super busy and then like left them just kind of hanging. But like I don't mean to, it just happens. And
Right. I mean, you have your own life. Like
right,
they have their own life. It's you shouldn't be expecting too much of your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have expectations. I mean, actually, no, you shouldn't have expectations because you're only gonna be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, because those are your expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like your friend might be fucking busy as shit.
right.
So
I mean, here's the thing. Like, there's some people that can pop up somewhere that you're at the drop of a hat, and then there's some people that plan their stuff days in advance, and like that's just it.
right.
So really, it just comes down to respecting the person and like what they have going on. It doesn't mean that they don't care or all this and that. Just if that's not a vibe that you can work with, then maybe you just shouldn't be friends in the first place. But that's also taken away from them because they could be enjoying it, the relationship. You know what I mean? They're just on a different kind of schedule. So I don't know. It's a very tricky situation, but
Yeah.
slippery slope, if you will.
No, it's better to just plan things in advance. Like I like doing spontaneous things, but also I'm not gonna be mad if you don't fucking show up. You know what I'm saying? Like I just hit you up like 30 minutes ago for a plan I just made. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at you for not coming. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean you don't fucking love me or nothing. You know?
Or it's like, okay, for example, like one of my friends just came back to the United States from Europe, and we planned with a couple other people to, do something like, oh, he's finally back, like, we'll do this on this weekend, like, and obviously, like, he was just more exhausted than he thought he was going to be, and then, he was dealing with certain emotions because he was like talking to somebody there, and now they have to go a little bit without seeing each other. And so he was just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm like, blah 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 blah. Like, what kind of person is okay with just like being upset at him about that? You know what I mean?
You can't be upset.
I just don't understand why people just
Yeah.
think like, you're such a terrible person. Like, we made these plans.
Right. Yeah. Here's some piece of advice, guys. Give your friends some space. Um, have expectations, but not too much, right?
Yeah. And also find time to check up on them if you are aware
Right.
that you're a little bit distant.
Yeah. So, cancel culture. What do you think? What do you think will get you canceled, bro?
Cancel. Thank you. Almost everything nowadays. Uh, Man, it's crazy, like how careful you have to be with like your words and
Yeah, I be fucking up my words too much. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I mean like certain things that you just kind of like talk about naturally, like it could like somebody could just take it and be like, oh my god, how could you? And it's just like no, not like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about like derogatory words or anything like that. Just like certain topics or I don't know. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I've experienced a couple people in the city be canceled. One, uh, they were stealing things from the dressing rooms, and
That's legit.
yeah, it became obvious like who it was, and so finally there was like some revolution on social media and drove them out. And then there was another incident where um, there was an entertainer that had like a skin condition. Um, you know how your skin looks like if you have like a lot of acne and then it like goes away, but you still kind of have like whatever. And I guess somebody uploaded a picture of like Freddy Krueger or something, and like shadily kind of like insinuated that that's who they reminded them of.
Oh fuck, that's bullying.
Yeah,
Bro.
and it was like World War VIII, and yeah, they ended up having to leave the city as well.
So the person that like made the meme left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, then the person that was the victim then tried to play victim to somebody else and accused them of SA.
What's that? Sexual assault. Oh, so wait. So that victim tried to get somebody else?
Yeah,
Oh fuck.
but the first one was valid. Like,
Yeah, the
don't
second
come for
one.
my
Yeah.
something. It's just how I am.
Yeah.
But then the other incident, like I don't know, it was just crazy.
That's a shit
But
show.
yeah,
Man.
have you ever experienced like seeing somebody being canceled or whatever? And I'm not like talking about celebrity wise because we already know Miss Lizzo and all that's going on. But
No, I haven't seen anybody get canceled, but I could say something on it. I think cancel culture does this thing where like it put filters on people, where like now people have to be very careful as to what they're gonna say. And I feel like humans are already getting losing connection, to each other. And I feel like with cancel culture, it adds more to that, where, where people have to be more careful. They're like, wait, I wanted to say something, but now I can't. So now, like, I feel like there's already a loneliness epidemic. I think, if that's the right word. Um, but I think with cancel culture, with more filters on what you can say, what you can't say, that's only gonna drive that epidemic even worse, make it even worse. So I mean, it's important to watch what you're saying, but like we shouldn't like just shut someone down forever for making a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, give them a chance. Like,
Yeah.
let them improve. You know what I'm saying? Not just a chance. Give them a couple of chances, if anything. Like,
Right.
it's okay to fuck up, man. Like,
Give him the Robert Downey Jr. treatment.
I don't know what that is, but
He did blackface in an old movie.
oh, for real. Oh,
But everybody else that
but
did
that's a fucking
blackface
movie,
went to
bro.
jail.
That's a fucking movie, right?
Yeah, but people like were getting canceled left and right over something that somebody else did. But
Oh, okay.
the one,
But
one party was
yeah. Okay,
yeah
gotcha.
not exiled for it.
Right. Same with Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister. He fucking did that brown face or whatever, right?
Yes,
So I mean,
he's so
and he's still
handsome.
a fucking president, so Prime Minister or whatever. But
Whatever they say up there,
up there,
moose,
up there or down under.
moosey. No, Canada's up there. A and Australia's down there, mate.
Right. Okay, it's A and mate.
A and mate.
Okay. What? I wonder what would get me canceled.
Going on a rant about how people's podcasts are trash.
I never said podcasts are trash. I was just saying like, I'm just saying there's a lot of the same fucking thing out there.
Oh.
It's just the same guest on every fucking podcast talking about the same fucking thing,
No.
So.
Oh, I didn't mean to open that can of worms.
I mean, I follow a lot of these podcasts where they have the same guests, and like sometimes they have different opinions and different questions. You know what I'm saying? I'll still listen. I'm just saying there's a lot of the same shit everywhere.
So then, what would get you canceled? Let it all out. I mean, there's a lot of things
I
that.
feel like my masculinity might get me canceled because I might end up doing some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Saying some stupid shit. I'm like,
I'll let testosterone run it through your body.
yeah.
Whew. I can smell it
I
coming
can't even
off
think
your
about what
neck.
I could say, but I'm just saying, like, if I was angry, I could something. Yeah, I could say something. I'm sure.
Yeah. There's probably a couple things I could have gotten canceled for when I was younger.
Yeah.
Early 20s. But we are in the new era.
What do you think would get me canceled? So yesterday I posted this video, right?
That's exactly what I was thinking about. I was gonna say something that rhymes with faith.
Oh no, not that.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Wait, what was it then?
Oh no, I'm just out of here, bro. I'm just fucking around on the internet. Look at this. So last night I posted this. But that's not me saying it, you know what I'm saying? It's a song. It's on a video that I made. It's on a video I made. Does that count? Is that vulgar?
That's the video that you sent me. I didn't listen to with sound last time.
No, it's on the story. That's a different song on the story, but like on my page is that song. So I was almost scared to post it. I'm like, am I allowed to post this? I just took a chance, you know. You guys can leave a comment and tell me if that was too much.
Oh my god.
What do you think?
I'm feeling overwhelmed right now.
Do you think I should have posted that or not? Should I have used a different lyric? I wanted to tell them I've been that guy.
Or just blink it, you know?
No, I wanted to tell them I've been that guy since I came out my mama. You know what I'm saying?
So it's so inspiring.
They just used the N-word instead of guy. I don't know what to say. I'm supporting the rap community. You know what I'm saying?
Did you buy that song?
No, it's on Instagram. I pay Spotify.
How are you supporting?
I pay Spotify, okay? Spotify pays everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm supporting everybody out here.
Paramount Plus pays everybody for me.
They don't have music.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
They don't have music.
Paramount Plus?
They have songs.
They have Survivor.
Oh,
The Survivor theme song. RuPaul's Drag Race has a song. So many songs.
Wait, it's like Spotify?
No,
No.
in the episodes.
Oh.
They have lip sync battles. Have you ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race?
I've never had cable. So I want to talk about this. I feel like a lot of times, like, kids go to college just for the sake of going to college. Like, they want that lifestyle and that party, and they want to meet girls and make friends and all that shit. And they're not focused on school. And I feel like this is very cliche to say, but like, focus on school, don't do all this other shit, and like, it will pay off in the end. And I feel like a lot of kids, even after listening to that cliche line, they still don't follow it. They're like, fuck this, fuck that. I'm just gonna do what I want. And then usually what happens is they end up not doing great in life. They just end up with some job that they don't even like. Or with a degree that they don't even like. Yeah, I think it's important to have that focus early in life so you can do better later on. I feel like I made that mistake myself, with college. I'm the first generation person to go to college in America, right? And I didn't know what I was doing, so I had to figure it all out by myself, right? So, first I went to community college, and maybe I was just too overwhelmed, or I didn't want to do the research. I don't know what it was. I also didn't have focus to do that research. I was distracted by a lot of things happening in life. At that age, a lot of shit's going on. So you're like, oh fuck school. I'm not gonna. I'm signed up for classes. I'm good.
Yeah.
What I was doing was signing up for classes when looking at shit online. I was like, oh, this is what you need to do the degree. So I would sign up for that class, right? And then after the community college, I tried to go to an actual university. A lot of my credits did transfer because they were like, oh, this class is irrelevant. You don't need this class for this degree. So I paid for all these classes, and like I spent all these hours doing this shit, stressing over all these fucking classes, and now they're not even used. And then I went to the university. I thought computer science was what I wanted to do. And then I didn't have the focus to fucking do the homework or study on my own, because again, I was distracted by other things and fucking that's happening in college. And that's my fault, obviously.
You're like, bro, I just jerked my friend's chicken last night because I lost a bet, and now like my homework's due.
I didn't do that. Okay? I don't jerk nobody's chicken, but I think like a lot of times like kids lose their focus in college, bro. Like where they're distracted by these other things and they end up failing classes, and because of that, they're like, and that's what happened. I ended up failing a lot of my classes, and then I ended up like having to choose a major that I didn't even want to do. But my counselor was like, "This is the only option you have, or you'll have to leave college." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Fuck." I was literally crying in front of my counselor. I'm like, "Oh my god, this is bad." And I've already spent about 2 years at the university now. No, I think 1 year. So this is 3 years that I've been since graduated school. So I've wasted 3 years of my life doing classes that didn't fucking matter, right? Like I was just like fucking around and not focusing on school, right?
Yeah.
So at third year, I just switched my major to a whole different major, a major that I wasn't even sure about. I did end up enjoying it a lot, but I thought it was bullshit how it was kind of like put on me, just because I always felt like I didn't have options. It was either like I would have to go home, back to my parents, and figure out life, or I would have to take this option of taking this degree that I didn't even want to do. So, but I did choose a degree and I did follow through with it. Then I actually did get a job after fucking a year of. After I graduated, it took me a year to find a job, but I did get a job and I worked for 3 years. But after those 3 years, I quit my job and now I'm doing a whole different thing. I'm doing photography, videography that has nothing to do with the degree I fucking spend money on or time. 5.5 years. It took me another 2.5 years to graduate after changing my degree. So I spent 5.5 years in college, bro, not knowing what the fuck I was doing, just floating. And I think a lot of kids do this. If I did this, I feel like a lot of kids do this shit, right? They're just wasting money and time.
Yeah, I mean,
without goal and purpose.
it's definitely possible because not everybody goes into college like with a straightforward plan.
Right.
There's like a lot of people that are just like, I don't know. I was just told that I need to go to college all my life, so here I am. And this is like what I like to do, so I'll do this. But I didn't know that I had to take like these core requirements and end up like doing not so well in those. And you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just, I don't know. That like, cause did you go to grade school here?
I started 8th grade.
Okay, so yeah, like around that age, like they just say like we have to go to college, and college is going to be so much
Mm-hmm.
more different. So
They're like, you're gonna have to work really hard. So
yeah,
it's not.
it's never like so what you'll need is like and then like have like these printouts of kind of like how to build your classes and like what you should kind of dabble in first or like whatever any sort of like map to the future of what you're kind of like scaring us about. It's just like it's just anyway.
No, I agree. So yeah, guys, be careful. Actually, I don't know, man. What should people? Because I found about like my like I really feel like photography, videography is like feels like it's my purpose now. Like I feel like I'm on the right track. I really enjoy it. Like I did a 10-hour shoot last weekend. Literally felt like 2 hours. And if I had to like, I remember like sitting in a fucking cubicle for 8 hours and feeling like goddamn hell. And I was over here on my feet for 10 hours, and I was like, this is fine. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I was fine with it. At the end of the day, I was good.
Yeah, if you enjoy something,
Yeah, and I wish there was a way to find that early in life. Because I could have been so much further right now. But also, I guess I needed to make those mistakes to find out.
yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what life is all about. It's kind of like trial and error.
Right.
So,
But sometimes I wish, like, I understand, like, learning from others and shit. Let's not make the same mistakes other made so you can save time and all that. I wish there was a way to. I wish I could have found this purpose earlier in life. Or maybe I would not have found it because I would not have hated enough things to enjoy this enough. You know what I'm saying? Like if I didn't hate my job enough, I would have not loved this that much, right? Or put this much time into my media company.
yeah, there would be no point in putting that much effort because
Right.
you could be like, oh, I could do anything.
Yeah. Right.
Working in a cubicle in the AC? Huh, why
Yeah,
not?
shit. Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow. We just unraveled a whole fucking different world right now. It's like I guess if I didn't hate that shit, I would not be working so hard on this dream that I had. I'm like I really don't want to go back to that shit. I really don't. Like,
HE double hockey sticks.
yes, sir. So if you have a dream, guys, follow it. Work hard on it. But if you're satisfied in life, that's good too, man. Like nothing wrong with that. Like if you're happy, you're happy.
We stand the happy club.
Well, on that note, we're gonna call it an episode. My name is Smith.
I'm Zell.
We'll catch you in the next one.
Grill us.
I just love doing this.
Oh my god. Crimson Bloods.
Somebody taught me this on the plane, bro. What? When I was going to India or coming back from India,